Hello again everyone, DC Wood here, slowly carrying on with my reviews of the Arrowverse seasons. Today I am now on Legends of Tomorrow Season 2. Legends of Tomorrow was renewed for a second season during its first on the 11th of March 2016. Season 2 began on 13th of October of that year and this time ran for 17 episodes, concluding on 4th of April 2017. In the end game of Season 1, the Legends destroyed the corrupt Time Masters, restored free will to the universe, finally vanquished Vandal Savage forever and saved the future. However, Leonard Snart, Captain Cold, sacrificed his life to help achieve the victory, and Hawkman and Hawkgirl have departed the team with Savage no longer around to threaten them. There is much to do for the Legends. They are now the only guardians of time. History needs protecting more than ever from time aberrations, changes to history that can potentially spawn catastrophic events, and a brand new threat to all reality emerges: the Legion of Doom. In the wake of these new dangers, the team's captain, Rip Hunter, suddenly disappears, and the Legends are now left without a leader. The remaining Legends will step up, new Legends will join their ranks, and the race for the Spear of Destiny is on. Originally, I'd ranked Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 5th overall, and I doubt that ranking will ever change. This sophomore season, like Arrow Season 5 and Supergirl Season 2, is a massive improvement from what preceded it. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Legends of Tomorrow's first season. There was a lot of fun to be had, but Season 2 truly realises this show's potential and turned it into arguably the best Arrowverse show today. To start, everything good from Season 1 is here again. Great cast of characters, amazing special effects, stunning choreography, fantastic direction, Blake Neely's impeccable score, cinematic presentation, brilliant action sequences. Where Legends of Tomorrow improves in particular for Season 2 is consistency and the overall story arc. Now free of the restrictions of the Vandal Savage story arc and the Hawks, Legends of Tomorrow is allowed to enjoy much freer and more creative storytelling. There's much more time-travelling exploration this time around, with the Legends journeying to situations like Camelot, 1920s Chicago, 17th century feudal Japan, the American Civil War, and the Apollo 13 mission conducted by NASA back in 1970. There's several historical figures who are also introduced into the Arrowverse throughout the course of Season 2, such as General Grant, Al Capone, Elliot Ness, George Lucas, George Washington, King Arthur, and J.R. Tolkien. The whole scenario truly feels like Doctor Who meets the Avengers more than ever. Not only that, but Season 2 also utilises important plot elements from Vixen, Arrow Seasons 2, 3 and 4, and The Flash Seasons 1, 2 and 3 to help drive the events along here towards the exciting endgame. The way everything is so beautifully intertwined and connected makes this Arrowverse outing true creative genius. Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 isn't just more high stakes than ever before, it's also a hell of a lot more fun. The humour is just as brilliant as ever, and because it doesn't take itself too seriously, you're more engaged than last time. Ditching the problematic characters and storylines really allowed the show to go to town. So, how do the two new Legends fare in comparison to the rest of the team? Well, both are utterly brilliant characters. Deep, multifaceted, well-developed, invaluable to the team, colourful, part of a family. Basically, everything Kendra and Carter weren't. Starting with Dr. Nate Haywood, Nick Zano. The guy is likeable, brilliant, and his profession as a historian proves vital to the legends, helping them prepare for whatever dangers they may face, and also providing fascinating tidbits for the viewer. Nate's introduction into the Arrowverse is brilliant, as his transformation into Citizen Steel. You can think a cross between Captain America and Colossus. He also forms a best friendship with Ray Palmer, and he also forms a romantic relationship with Amaya Jiwe, a fellow New Legend. More on her in a moment. Nick has superb chemistry with Brandon Routh, Maisie Richardson Sellers, and everyone else. He's such a welcome addition to the cast, as is Maisie Richardson Sellers, who joins the Legends as Amaya Jiwe, aka Vixen. Now, originally, the Vixen we know from the web series and Arrow Season 4, Mari McCabe, was originally scripted to join the Legends, but Megalyn in Chickenwoki couldn't commit due to scheduling conflicts. So instead we get Mari's grandmother from 1942, Amaya Jiwe, who was the first Vixen and member of the Justice Society of America. Her place in the timeline, Mari's existence depending on Amaya's survival and fulfilling her destiny, her old school values, integrity, wisdom to impart, her prowess as a fighter and bearer of the spirit totem. It makes Amaya just as great a Vixen, if not more so, than Mari. Her introduction to the show, how she bonds with the team and proves an invaluable part of the family, it's every bit as deep and well developed as Citizen Steel. Maisie is just fantastic in the role, and she not only has such chemistry with Nick Zano, but with everyone else too. And for the returning Legends, everyone gets such a brilliant storyline in Season 2. The biggest development is for Sarah Lance, the White Canary. In Rip's absence, Sarah is forced to step up, deal with her ongoing demons, such as the death of Laurel, and ultimately she's forced to become captain of the Wave Rider. Not only does Sarah succeed, she flourishes. She ultimately proves herself to be an even better leader than Rip was. Katie Lotz continues to excel as the show's lead, and Sarah Lance, though always one of the Arrowverse's greatest heroes, has truly found herself as not just the White Canary, but as the Legends captain. Ray also gets great development as he's forced to prove his worth when he temporarily loses the Atom suit. Like I said earlier, his bromance with Nate is awesome. Mick Rory, Heatwave, struggles to deal with the loss of Leonard Snart, as well as finding friendship with Amaya. Jax also really steps up as both the new chief mechanic / engineer of the Wave Rider, and he also finds himself in a position of intern captain when Sarah is taken out of action. Professor Stein is confronted with the consequences of meddling with the timeline when he meets his new daughter, Lily, wonderfully portrayed by Christina Brucato. Gideon also gets a lot more to do this season. Finally, there's Rip Hunter. Any worries that he might have become an obsolete character like the Hawks once Vandal Savage is gone, all those doubts are laid to rest in Season 2. His sudden disappearance at the start of the season, losing his memories, becoming the Legion of Doom's evil puppets, evil minion, before finally finding himself again and taking off at season's end to find his new place in the world. It's all brilliant development of the character, and Arthur Darvill delivers as always. Rip Hunter, like Rory Williams from Doctor Who, is one of Arthur's best roles, and it's so good that all the remaining Legends receive such amazing development in Season 2. And of course, there's the villains. Vandal Savage was such a missed opportunity in the Arrowverse. This time around, the Legends get the arch enemies they deserve in the Legion of Doom. Some of the Arrowverse's greatest villains join together to pursue their common goals, consisting of Malcolm Merlin, aka the Dark Archer, John Barrowman, Damien Dark, Neil McDonough, and Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, played by Thawne's true incarnation, Matt Letcher. All from various points in time and at their lowest ebb, each at something of a crossroads, knowing that only failure plagues their their present or their future. All three of these villains had already proven their worth before, but in Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, they have renewed purpose and accomplish arguably even more than they did alone. The relationship between Merlin, Dark and Thorn, it's brilliant, and the dark reflection that they pose for the Legends, it provides the Legends with their greatest challenge. All the villains are taken to even bigger heights here with fresh motivation and stakes. Things take an ominous turn when they're able to recruit Captain Cold, a returning Wentworth Miller, into the fold to avert his fate from Season 1. And the Legion ultimately wins, acquiring the Spear of Destiny to rewrite reality however they wish. This raises the stakes even further for an amazing finale in Doomworld and Aruba, and all of which subsequently sets the table brilliantly for Season 3. All the Legion actors are as impeccable as always, but special shout out has to go to Matt Letcher as Eobard Thawne. Tom Cavanagh has always been deliciously sinister and malevolent as the Reverse Flash, but Matt's rendition of Thawne proves every bit as dangerous and maniacal, and I'm so pleased that Matt is given the time to shine as the main antagonist for Legends of Tomorrow Season 2. But I'm also pleased that he goes out in such a blaze of glory as well. So what's wrong with Legends of Tomorrow Season 2? Very, very little. The only things I can say is that as amazing as this season was, it doesn't quite reach the absolute greatness that the first two seasons of both Arrow and The Flash did. Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 also represents the pinnacle for this show. Season 3 comes so close to matching the greatness of Season 2, maybe even surpassing it, but it just falls short. And after Season 3, Legends sadly takes a real turn for the worst. Legends of Tomorrow would never be as good as it was in Season 2. This exceeded all expectations and cemented Legends of Tomorrow as one of the best shows to ever emerge on telly in the 2010s. Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 is everything you'd expect from a bloody brilliant TV show and more. In my top 5 Arrowverse seasons of all time. Overall rating, no hesitation, 9 out of 10. What did you guys think of this one? Please discuss Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 in the comments below. Then click like and subscribe. I'll be back next time with a critique of Vixen Season 2. Then we'll finally move on to the 2017-2018 period for the Arrowverse as I slowly but surely get up to date. See you all again. Bye-bye.